can you tell me how you became the Wabi Sabi coach?
Well, I got started in personal development like decades ago. As most of us that are in the coaching industry are, it's usually more for our own benefits. And like a lot of people, I got introduced to personal development through Anthony Robbins. And from there, I got interested in NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and hypnotherapy. But it was mostly for my benefit. And for the longest time, it was more about, I was a very shy, quiet, retiring child. And even though I was insanely curious and um, how do you say, I wanted to connect with people, but that was not something that came naturally to me. And ironically, I grew up with people with siblings that were very outgoing and always had friends around. But I was the quiet sister that was at the corner, just wondering how everybody could get along so well. So I finding personal development just kind of introduced me to how people behave, the way, why we behave the way we behave, and how to change behaviors and how to instill new behaviors, all of those kind of things. And it wasn't until several life changes that the idea of coach actually becoming the person who stands in the gap for people who are also looking to move or introduce something, some new behavior into their lives, or change a certain behavior, started becoming more and more attractive. Like you say, I'm a software tester by profession. I still have a 9 to 5. And then as you grow older, you kind of fall into this retrospective of what do I want the next stage of my life to be about. And for
Mm,
me, coaching became, it's like after spending so many years, not just as a in personal development for myself, but also finding myself intuitively standing in the gap for other people and constantly being told, you should do this for a living. You're just sitting with someone, listening, giving them your own point of, your understanding of what they're saying and helping them expand their perspective of what the situation is, which ultimately leads them to think of other possible solutions. And um, it just felt like an instinctive thing. And I think if you speak to 10 coaches, at least 8 of them have come into coaching like that. They have this instinctive way of connecting to other people that makes people say you should do this for a living, or how is it possible that every time I speak to you I can always think of a solution or a different way about thinking about this. And
mm,
then obviously that now became a germ that started growing in my head. And it's like I did battle with it for a while because you know how it is, no matter how much personal development you do, being somebody who sits there and stands in the gap for someone and is able to, you know, give them up, that way of looking at life is one thing, but wearing the hat of I am a coach is a totally different thing again. So just battling with that well, would you say it's a responsibility, or am I am I even qualified to do that? And so that kind of took me down a path of a lot more qualification, re-qualifying in NLP, and then taking up cognitive behavior therapy, CBT, and a lot of other leadership coaching sessions. And yeah, this is me now. I still
yeah.
work as a software tester, but I am coaching as a side. Coaching is very much my passion, my baby of passion, so to speak.